lifestyle here. We come here and we pray. There's the sun shining on us. There's our sacred mountain. This here. What they're trying to do is take this from us. They back us into a corner, and more our box gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and we get nothing for this. We're poor people, we barely had enough to get here to show. But you know what? In that is richness, because you come here to this land, to this people, to our people, and we welcome you here from a long ways away. We're glad that you come here. You want to learn the land and see the people. Look at our children. Look at our land. Look at how we raise our children to be one with the universe, with the land. This right here represents. It's on the Mother Earth. It's her heartbeat. We come up here and we sing on her heartbeat. They have this out right here, but it looks like it goes this whole little land over here. So it might be the back, because where that white gold is right there.
To this whole caldera. So what they're gonna they're planning on expanding. They're saying phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So the road that we were on, they're gonna expand the line to this side. And so, like I said, about 30 miles. There's a place called Disaster Peak, and in that area is also a place that they're proposing another lithium mine, which is right on the Nevada and Oregon border. And this is like a volcano. So they're afraid that once they start digging there at the Jindalee, that they're going to awaken this volcano. So
yeah, because all of this is the whole caldera.
Yeah. Well, that's where the business came from. Yeah, that's where it came from. So, we're trying to protect this whole area, this whole caldera. And what's hard for me is, where I live, where my home sits at, I can see Disaster Peak when I walk out my front door, and I can see this whole caldera. So I don't park in the front of my house. I park in the back. That's the reason why, because to see it, just the thoughts of what my grandchildren and their children are going to go through, because by the time all of the contaminations in the waters, I probably won't be around to see it or to experience it. It will be the younger generations, the air, the clean air, because up there, if you notice that when we came in, this place is like a saddle, so it's when the wind blows, it blows hard, so it blows from the reservation, which is like that, and it's gonna blow, but it just sit there with us.
Yeah, that way everything's
So that's the reason why we're trying to protect the area, and that was the reason for my lawsuit, because I tried to stop them. I tried to stand in front of their machines and the trucks that are coming in and out every day, and so that's how I ended up getting the lawsuit. But eventually, through prayers and my own strength, I won my lawsuit. So I'm able to come back up here and pray ladies' prayers back down again.
That's powerful, To me, I think that when you're saying that, you're already looking at the devastation, because the truth of the matter is the critical infrastructure of America has always, been, that. Look at it's. You can tell where it started. It started with that railroad. And at first, it was the U.S. that pony. They would run that. They would run the mail. Try to run the mail through our car. Then it came. Then this, then.
But they come just say,
then the
I
Catholics.
just make a road just for you guys, so that's why you can pass. But
yeah. Like I said, then after that came the religion. They dominated their religion from the Catholics.
Yeah, this whole area here is, it's dry. When you're along we don't have that much water. So there's a rancher on this side that sold his water rights to this mine, and that's the reason why this water line is right here. So we tried to stop it by erecting a teepee on the water line there. We can't fight multi-million-dollar.
I know, yeah.
lawsuit
Yeah,
or
yeah. Because
company.
what they'll do is they'll label you crazy, label you criminal, label something other than the true inhabitant of this land, you know. That's what they see as the jailed inhabitant of the land, you know. And that raises a lot of brows in other areas. Say, look at the United Nations. So that's one of the things that I was really trying to get people's attention towards, to try to get a sanction out here, you know. But then it goes back to bill drafting. Like, oh, there's a whole process, you know. They have all these little court systems. They have all these little things. And once you learn one system, then you got to learn the next system, you know. And they keep you running around. And then about 5 years in, they have this down already. They have, by the time we're even knowing what the game is or what the gameplay is, we can't. We're at a loss. So we're at a multi-million-dollar company with billion-dollar lawyers or million-dollar lawyers, whatever your number is, against us, you know, and all we
Indians.
yeah, and this is what we have right here, and they come to take it and give us nothing back.
And they, everything that they desecrated out there is, the sagebushes. Those are our medicine. It's our state's flower is what they desecrated out there. And, like he mentioned to you, these are foreigners that came onto our land. And, they don't know that's our, state flower. They don't know that's our medicine. And, they're over there desecrating it. All for what? Greed, money.
It's economics.
Yeah.
That's what they said. It's basic economics. When you go to the tribal government and you try to explain this to them, they're in business with them, because there's this is a business. Tribal Business Council. This isn't tribal, what did they say, mentorship or whatever it was. They said, we're here to make money. We're here to make money, and we're going to continue to go down that path of survival or thriving or something in their time. And every word, I could just imagine Trump telling them that, And I said, you guys are so assimilated. Your own people.
Back to the mine for some of the people, the water, the guy that does the water monitoring and things, he says it's just a little bit of arsenic inside the water. Like I said, Thacker Pass is just like a couple miles. If you go to this road right there, it's just a couple miles this way. But we went all the way around. And this is in the middle of Thacker Pass and Jindalee, which are both lithium mines. And there's also a uranium mine up here that they want to start digging up. This one was a mercury mine. And you see how they didn't backfill the pit? Yeah, they just left it. And when we get up here, you'll see the first sample workers still. And they've all passed away from cancer because of this mine. You see how the pit goes way over that way? The big pit?